Most men think attraction is about technique. They think it's about what to say, when to text, and how to escalate. And that's why they get polite smiles and no second date. Attraction is emotional first, it's behavioral second, and it's verbal last. So a woman doesn't decide attraction by logic. She doesn't get to pick who she's attracted to. She decides by how she feels in your presence. Not excitement, not validation, but stability, direction, and aliveness. These are the things that cultivate attraction. Today, we're breaking down 5 emotional triggers that disciplined men activate naturally, not through tricks, but through how they carry themselves. Each trigger is behavioral, and it'll actually come with a behavioral rule, and each one can be practiced. Finally, each one immediately changes how women respond to you. So, trigger number 1. This one is called certainty under pressure. Women are not drawn to loud confidence. Rather, they're drawn to certainty. Certainty means this: you're not searching for approval while you speak. A man with certainty does not hedge his words. He doesn't over-explain, and he doesn't shrink his story to be liked. For example, if she asks about your career or a setback, a weak response sounds apologetic. It sounds unclear, and typically the guy will be rambling. On the other hand, a grounded response sounds something like this: yeah, I took a risk. It didn't work out the first time. I learned from it. I adjusted. Now I'm moving forward with clarity. Notice there's no justification, there's no selling, and most importantly, there's no emotional leakage. The attraction is not even in the success. Rather, it's in how calmly you stand inside your decisions. So, for this trigger, here's the behavioral rule: speak as if your choices are already settled internally. Certainty communicates leadership without saying one word. Trigger number 2: emotional safety through composure. Most men try to impress when a woman opens up. They rush to fix, they rush to advise, they rush to be useful, and that breaks emotional safety. Emotional safety is created when a man can hold emotion without reacting to it. For example, if she talks about stress at work or a conflict with someone close, a reactive man might interrupt with solutions. A composed man responds like this: that sounds heavy. I can see why something like that would stay with you. Then he pauses and he lets her continue. He's not rescuing, he's not minimizing, and he's not performing. So for this trigger, here's the behavioral rule: when she shares emotion, slow your pace. Lower your voice and let silence do some of the work for you. Safety is not created by words, it's created by your nervous system staying calm. Trigger number 3: mystery through self-prioritization. A lot of people get mystery wrong. So it's not secrecy. Rather, mystery is the byproduct of not making her the center of your life. Most men kill attraction by overavailability. They reply immediately, they explain endlessly, and they invest emotionally way too early. For example, if she asks about your weekend, instead of listing every single thing that you're going to do, such as, oh, first I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to do that, and the next day I'm going to do this, and then I'm going to go to the gym, and then I'm going to study, and then I'm going to go out with the boys. Instead of giving her an entire itinerary of your entire weekend and going way too much into the weeds, what you do is you keep it simple and you say something like, I got a few things planned. We'll talk about it later. And then you shift the focus back to her. Now, you're not necessarily withholding, you're just controlling the pace. You're controlling the frame that she's responding to. So, for this trigger, here's the behavioral rule: your life doesn't pause because you're dating. When a man stays rooted in his purpose, curiosity will grow naturally. And that's the key thing right there. Your purpose and your mission need to be the center of your life, not the woman that you're dating or the woman that you're trying to date. Trigger number 4: playfulness without self-erosion. Humor is powerful, only when it comes from grounded self-respect. Most men overuse humor to seek approval. They become entertainers and then friends. For example, if she teases you about something small, a defensive man may correct her. A needy man may laugh too hard. A grounded man responds calmly, saying something along the lines of, careful, that confidence is getting a little bold. It's light, it's controlled, it's unreactive. So for this trigger, here's the behavioral rule. Playfulness works when it doesn't lower your status. So smile, tease lightly, and never explain the joke. Trigger number 5, clarity of direction. Nothing creates attraction faster than a man who knows what he wants and is willing to walk away if it is not aligned. When a woman asks what you're looking for, indecision kills polarity. A weak answer is something along the lines of, I'm just seeing where things go. It's kind of vague, has no direction. The man doesn't know where he's going. On the other hand, a grounded answer sounds something more like, I value emotional connection, consistency, and growth. I'm open but intentional. Notice this doesn't pressure her, but it filters. So for this trigger, here's the behavioral rule. State your standards calmly, then observe her response. Men who fear loss, they hide their standards. Men with self-respect state them and they let reality respond. If she doesn't meet your standards, then walk away. Here's the core principle that most men miss. Attraction is not created by effort, rather it is created by emotional leadership. A disciplined man leads emotionally by staying composed under pressure, speaking with certainty, moving at his own pace, holding boundaries without force, and remaining centered regardless of the outcome. When you do this, women stop testing for stability because they already feel it. That is when attraction shifts, not because you tried harder, but because you became harder to move emotionally. And that is the foundation of masculine presence. And it's the foundation of female attraction. If you like this video, please like, comment, share, and subscribe. Let me know what you want me to break down in the comments, and I'll go ahead and do that. This is Alpha Male Psychology. I will see you in the next one.